What's up, guys? It is your boy. Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. We got a video tonight. We're going to be talking Black Friday, the ever so famous EA promo. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I'm going to try to keep the video a little bit shorter than usual. I mean, it's going to be impossible. What am I kidding? So obviously, guys, a lot to talk about with Black Friday. A lot of stuff that goes on, and just things that, we should talk about. So if you enjoyed the video tonight, drop a thumbs up. Now, I talked about something earlier this morning on my video. I almost dropped my controller. That I wanted to go over with you guys. Real quick, if you guys want to update on the Road to Glory, nothing that crazy going on. Just kind of flipping a ton of icons, chilling, not doing too much. But yeah, man, just like briefly trading some icons. Sold that special from this morning. And sold a few other specials as well. So nothing that crazy, guys. That's kind of that's kind of what's going on, and nothing out of the ordinary. So Black Friday is obviously upcoming, guys. It is going to be this upcoming Friday, from my knowledge. Last year the promo was interesting. EA ran a bunch of lightning rounds, and they did the first thing time they've ever done it, where they actually dropped a best of team of the week. So EA basically said, we're going to, we're going to drop a team that basically includes the best players that have been released so far this year, in EA's opinion. What I want to see real quick is if I can find that for you guys. So this is like a Foot 17 Black Friday thing, special pack offers. So I'm not going to show you that because I have this other window up right now that I'm trying to show you guys exactly what happened last year in terms of like best of team of the week, because I think it's something important to know. So let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. Best of team of the week. Black Friday begins. Let's see this. So EA basically tweeted this out. Yep, this is the tweet right here. So this is what happened. Why does Twitter have United Kingdom trends? That's so weird. So yeah, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Black Friday begins with the best of team of the week, now available in packs until November 27th at 2 p.m. UK. So basically, I remember I streamed a lot last year. Basically, almost the whole time I was streaming on this day. And basically how it works is that EA is going to actually drop basically lightning rounds all day. And I gotta say, this also does start really early, guys. This is going to start very, very early in the day. It's 2 p.m. UK. So for us on the East Coast, it's like 9 in the morning. West Coast, you guys are 6 in the morning. Other places around the world obviously do that. So last year, this is basically, they put these into packs. Lukaku informed Martial, Mertens, Suarez, Leva, Sandro, Mbappe, Neymar, Royce, Hazard, Koulibaly. So basically all these cards died because they got supply all day. So lightning rounds every hour, selling out. People go crazy on this holiday for packs, man. It's kind of scary actually how much money people spend. So a lot of supply on the market of whatever's in packs, which usually does impact the market quite a fair bit. And this was the first time we'd ever seen anything like this, because basically this actually brought down the prices of some out-of-packs metas just because these cards got so cheap. So it's always really hard to navigate, and it's hard to know what EA is going to do this year. We didn't see what they did this year, which is they, a week before Black Friday, already dropped an Icon SBC. So it kind of leaves us as the, I guess, consumer of this game kind of confused in terms of what's going to happen on Black Friday. But we can look at some things to talk about it. But as you guys can see, I mean, they basically dropped a group of really good players. What is interesting is that they didn't actually drop anything that was like a UCL Live or like a Scream card, which is interesting. I think that is up to change potentially this year. There might be like, for say, a Scream Aguero in there. I think that EA is going to have to, the way that I've seen it is with the content, they've always been trying to go, in the following year even higher than the previous year. So they've got to outdo themselves for what they dropped last year, and they're going to have to find a way to do that. So I don't know what's going on here, but these are just pack offers. I literally think this is like 24 hours of pack offers. They were doing flashback SBCs. They have daily rewards on the companion app too. The flash SBCs are really good. That is where they literally, I think they drop an SBC like every hour or two, and it's usually like 8K for a mega pack or 10K for a 50K pack. It is pretty good in terms of like what you actually need to submit. A lot of the times though, having like golds in your club and things like that is really helpful, because there are times where like they go so high on the market, some of these non-rares. So what I wanted to do last is show you guys a few things that happened last year with just a few different players. The first thing obviously is I want to show you guys what happened to a player that was put back into packs into best of. So okay, Footbin, do you not have a graph reading? Okay, there we go. So Hazard was a victim of this, right? And as you guys can see here, he basically got announced into the team, and well, he was actually 694K. It was pretty crazy, guys. If you guys were around for Team League 10, which was 2 years ago, these cards have some pretty crazy supply. I guess I'll try to show you guys right here with this graph. So this is what they were. This is like a Hazard. He was, I think, Team League 1 or 2. He was Team League 1. And this is what he got down to on the first day of all that supply. I mean, the first or second day. So a 300K cut increase because he's being resupplied and he's being packed so many times. What I do want to check out is what did it do to his gold card? Because I know a lot of you guys are actually planning on investing in gold metas, and trying to get those before the lightning rounds inject them. So no, we want to do 12-17. So this is actually Black Friday. I think this was Black Friday. All right, so what's interesting is that he actually goes up, and this is because he's out of packs, and Black Friday injects the coins into the market. So that's already an interesting trend that you guys can see last year. Even a card that did get into best of had a gold card that went out of packs, obviously, because when a player gets a special card, their gold card doesn't get supplied because their special is getting supplied. So that's quite interesting. I do want to find Neymar and show you guys. Let's talk about Neymar and see what happened with Neymar's gold. So this was the Neymar that was flipping. What the heck, man? You guys let me down. All right, so this is the Neymar that was put back into packs last year via the best of. So we'll take a look at what happened to him. Very meta and important card. A lot of people used this card in their teams last year. Nick, come on, bro. Get the there in there. So this is Black Friday 1.1. Drops all the way down to 980. Very meta card, so went right back up. But definitely took a little bit of a hit. Not a crazy hit, but definitely took a little bit of a hit. What I'm assuming is that based off that, based off that, his gold card probably went up as well because of his card that was in packs barely took a hit. Then I'm sure his gold card went up. A good amount. Yeah, his gold card went up a ton. So I think what this tells you guys is that most meta golds will go up if they're not being bought. And I think right now a lot of people definitely are waiting to buy some cards right now on this game. And I'm not saying to buy them now. I think that, as you guys can see last year, I mean, there was kind of a good amount of panic all week. They were about the same price all week. There was a low point on Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm not really sure. I feel like last year there wasn't too much panic, but I do know that people sold a little bit earlier than last year, earlier last year in the week, which means that they were waiting longer. I don't really see a lot of people selling and waiting at the moment. I see there are a group of people, I think, waiting to get there's a group of cards, right, where you're looking at maybe Neymar, Mbappe, these kinds of players. I think that, yes, people are waiting to potentially get these kinds of cards, but overall, I don't think it's that the wait is that long this year. So I think you guys can, potentially look into it this week. I think the only way the market's really going to go down is if EA drops like a middle or a prime icon SBC, and then they do something that just kills the market, would be what I'm projecting. So not only this, I mean, even cards I believe that are out of packs last year. Let's take a look at Sergio Ramos, very meta center back last year. This guy would remind me of a Longley, a Varane, a Van Dijk. Let's compare this Ramos to Van Dijk, right? So that's what I would do. So if we go and look, and you guys got to understand, a lot of time the market goes up because a lot of people are logging on and coming on, right? And when people open packs, they get coins injected into their account, which does make for some of the time a nice little rise. So if we look at this, this is Ramos in the week before Black Friday, 260. People start panic buying, and he actually explodes on the weekend of Black Friday. 320 is what he hits. So you could have bought him on the, I think the Friday morning, you could have bought him at like 280, and then Ramos just continued. Wait. Let's get the dates right here. So November 23rd. November 23rd. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see basically he just keeps rising the next week. So not only, you don't really have to even sell on that weekend, you guys can just hold because your teams will be worth more for the coming weeks. You guys can see here we get a 270 to 320, and that would remind me, that would be similar to, I think, what like a Varane or like a Longley would do, in my opinion. He was a guy that I believe, based off this picture, was not out of packs. So even with Black Friday supply and all that stuff, he still went up, and he still did the good stuff with the rise. Now let's take a look at like Mo Salah. This is a gold card. That didn't go out of packs as well. A card that maybe you guys are looking at for your teams. Before Black Friday, we look at his price, and before Black Friday, it seems like he's about 250. The week before, he's about 300, and so he does get panic sold all the way down to 220 the week of Black Friday. Weekend League rewards is right here, so he maybe goes up a little bit on that day, and then 250 on that Friday, and then he goes even more to 270 the following day, and then just nicely sits there. So I think the safe thing that you guys can see is that you either can, buy your team on that Friday. You still have the opportunity in the morning or Wednesday, Thursday, based off of this year, right? Based off of last year. Not saying this is going to happen this year, but just giving you guys that look at it, and that you'd be pretty safe doing so in that regard with the following weeks, right? Because a lot of the time, these are all really meta players. People want to get them. What I do want to look at from last year is some past Team of the Week informs that were not in packs, and watch that and see kind of what they did last year. And I'm pretty sure I already know what they did. I'm pretty sure they went up a good amount. I think one that I would want to look at is there was a Lucas Hernandez card that a lot of people wanted last year. I'm sure you guys, if you played FIFA 19, you guys remember this card. A lot of people like this card. So very popular card. Kind of got panic sold a bit a few weeks before. Didn't get panic sold the week of. This is the week of Black Friday. Rises throughout the week. You can see Friday 152, 160, then he ends up rising all the way to like 180. So I think the trend is gonna be consistent there as well, where the cards that are not in the best of are still gonna rise, just like the metal golds, right? A nice little increase with the pack coinage coming into people's accounts, and more people playing the game, and more people trying to get these cards. Even Insigne, we see a rise from, let's say, 185 to 220 to 240. I mean, the real nice rise you guys get is the period between Black Friday and Footmas, right? You get this nice little, just kind of safe point in the market where people are like, okay, I want to buy some teams. I want to go take a look at some icons, because I know a lot of you guys are really interested in icons. That is a big point in the year. I think a lot of you guys who watch my content are, maybe starting to add in some icons into your squads or whatever it is. But I know that a lot of you guys who do watch me are interested in icons for sure. So let's take a look at some of these icons. Let's see what happened to some of these guys. So let's look at a guy who like 95 Pele, right? Really, really like expensive, but yet top tier card. So if we go ahead and we pull up the aftermath, right? This is on Black Friday. He's 3.5. And as you guys can see, the day after Black Friday, Pele rises 200K. And within 2 weeks, he's up 700,000 coins. So that's something to tell you guys, that a lot of these top tier metas, all right, are going to have a significant rise after Black Friday. Let's look at Middle Maradona, right? This is probably a little bit less meta. Well, this year probably maybe equally, but last year less meta. Black Friday, right? He's 219 all week. He's 1.9. The week after, he's 2.3. So he rises 400K within 2 weeks, right? If you guys have a lot of coins, this is why I always advise investing in a team before Black Friday or on the day of Black Friday, because your team will rise in value, and then you can either choose to sell the team or you can choose to play with the team. This has usually been the consistent trend for the last few years. EA could change it this year and just try to kill the market. Yashin last year, the prime hat went from, 783 on Black Friday, 930 a few days after Black Friday, right? So a very, very nice rise there for Yashin. So that seems to be the trend with these icons. If you were to go look at maybe, let's say, well, we could take a look at Prime Hullet, because I think a lot of you guys want to see Prime Hullet. Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying here. Is Prime Hullet not going to work? Okay, Prime Hullet works now. All right, so Prime Hullet, very, very popular card. Back when we could just get primes. Well, he rose all year, but how much was the rise after Black Friday? So he goes from 5.3 to 6.3 mil. Jeez, man. So the cards that people want, like a Ruud Hullet, are going to rise a lot. I think it would be a little bit more interesting to look. I mean, Figo, I could tell you guys firsthand, Luis Figo, I really did well with last year. I actually bought him on Black Friday during the late rounds at 1.5, and I knew that at night he would rise up a good amount. I think I ended up selling him at 167 or 1.7. Yeah, as you guys can see, I sold him right here on the rebound, and then he went up to 1.9. So the rebound is pretty much endless, because people are just consistently buying teams after that point of Black Friday. I guess we could even go down, and we could go as far and look in lower tier players, right? Even like a left back Zanetti, if Flippin wants me to look at left back Zanetti. Even this kind of player on Black Friday would be interesting to see what kind of happens with him. Wow, the price difference here is crazy. This left back Zanetti was 700K. All right, so 700K on the day of Black Friday. Post Black Friday doesn't really move much. Eventually does get up to 800. So that card seems a little bit more. This card, I would be really interested to see what happened with this card, because this card is actually a player I think last year people really wanted. So Zanetti goes from 700 to 760, so a little bit of rise there. You do see the rise more, I think, overall, guys, in the pinpoint metas, the one that people really, really are after, or I guess are positionally scarce. So you see here, wow, look at this rise on Prime Zanetti, man. Prime Zanetti went up 200K after Black Friday. So these kind of meta players, and I think it really goes hand in hand, boys. Like, I think looking at that Salah graph, like from last year, like even a player like Salah, who is, I think, arguably worse than this Mane, I mean, I think that these guys are potentially getting down to their lower points in the market. I really do. I mean, I think you have a few windows to buy. Like, if you really want to get, like, here's the thing. If I had Mane guys right now, I wouldn't sell this. I don't think I would sell this card because you're looking at a very similar situation to last year where these guys were 370 to 400 all year. Okay. And then for these like few days, they dropped down a lot on a sell-off. He's 320 now. I mean, this is the kind of player that I just don't think is worth. If you still have it in your team at this point, it's not worth selling because I think that you do have a chance to make some pretty coins on that Black Friday coin injection, pending that EA don't kill the market, right? You guys know EA are another level this year. They are killing the market time and time again. So that would be something that I would just point out to you guys. But even like a Mo Salah, I mean, guys, I saw this card at 280 last rewards. He's 240 right now. And some of these cards, I mean, outside of Neymar, are really just kind of low. Neymar's back up a bit today, but I would say that it's definitely we're getting to that point where you start to look at it. This I'm a little bit like worried about because maybe this card could get supplied in a best of. But Gold Messi, in my opinion, is going to fly after Friday. If they don't crash the market, I think like at least by the end of the weekend, this Messi's card is going to be 1.5. I think Cristiano Ronaldo could fit in that boat. You guys have to understand the amount of people that are waiting to buy these players are endless. And I'm not sitting here buying players yet. For me, guys, I'm going to take a look at buying some players on Friday morning because I know that overall the panic is going to be there. And definitely during the lightning rounds, there is going to be some panic. So if you want to feel more comfortable, guys, and you guys want to wait till that day to see where the panic is, what kind of players are, are buyable. What I can tell you is right now I'm trading with icons, and the icon panic is the dumbest thing ever right now. There are icons that have been like Shevchenko that have literally been like 500 for most of the year and are right now just kind of chilling and sitting at 440. It's pretty crazy. I just flipped a Van Nistelrooy 90 rated I bought him at 340. I just sold him at 390. And like this kind of player, guys, genuinely, these are the kinds of dudes that we see rising a bit, come with this. And to anybody that doesn't really understand, like, yo, Nick, why does the market go up? Like, why does it happen that the market goes up, right? Why is that happening that it happens, right? So people spend packs, buy money with packs on Black Friday. They had been waiting to buy their teams. And a lot of times what happens is that people are so busy opening packs with FIFA points, they're just listing cards on the market. Nobody's really buying a ton. And then within an hour, everybody gets their coins from the packs. They get everything ready to go, and then they all want to buy. So it's like this big panic buying wave, and everybody gets a little bit richer. That's kind of the big concept as well, that people are getting richer with their accounts, right? They're not spending coins on packs, spending FIFA points. The only thing that could counter this is if EA do another crazy thing like with these, like if EA do another thing with like this base icon, that's going to be bad. And I'm a little worried about the market because I know that a lot of people did this and are really broke. So, it does make me think that a lot of people are going to spend FIFA points on Black Friday. We'll have to see, but I think that people will because of that. I think that that's definitely something. I would say, like, if you do want a team, though, guys, I would look into purchasing some of the players that you want for your team, maybe from this Monday to, like, Friday afternoon, maybe second or third lightning round latest, because I'm just worried if you wait too long, it's going to increase a lot in value. Now, I don't even think, even though there is going to be an increase, you guys saw last year that the increase went for like 2 weeks, right? People are going to flip their cards really quick when they see a rise. So there may be a little stagnation when there is a rise. But after the listing stop, you're going to have still the same people, I think, who want to buy teams and keep buying, and there's not going to be enough supply or traders or listers. So I'll keep you guys updated this week. I'm not necessarily on this video telling you guys to buy cards. I guess I'm just more telling you guys that I've seen this now for a few years and it's been the same trend. So it is going to have to take EA doing something really different this year to make the market die on Black Friday. It's never really been a thing where the market dies. You usually have the combination of a lot of people coming on that are new and playing the game. That really does spike the market in a way. And then, you have these flash SBCs that are really affordable. You get good players out of them, so people get richer that way. People spend money on packs. And obviously, guys, when you have more people on a game, it's just going to make for the market to be a little bit more lively and potentially going up or down a bit more. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will be doing a lot more Black Friday videos this week. I'm not going to be like saying the market's dying and stuff, but hopefully you guys enjoy the insight. This is kind of like what my thoughts are on it. And yeah, if you guys did it, drop a thumbs up. And thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. See you guys soon. Peace.